Hey guys, this is John from Walton's, and this is how to make Walton's Bold Jerky. Our bold jerky season is absolutely one of our favorites here. It has a great mix of traditional jerky flavor, plus a little bit of extra red and black pepper heat that really make it enjoyable for almost everyone. Only the people who are the most heat adverse won't like this, but for those of you that like a little spice in your jerky, this will definitely satisfy you. We started with some eye of the round. We like this cut because it has very little intramuscular fat. Just have to trim some off the outside and you're good to go. We're gonna cut it into sizes that our slicer will easily handle. This is the 12-inch slicer from Walton's. So we're cutting it into about 5 to 6 inch long pieces and then putting it in the freezer. Now, depending on how cold your freezer gets, we want it in there for anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour. What we're looking for is a nice crust on the outside. We don't want it frozen all the way through, but if we freeze that outside, we prevent something called tailing. That's when we push the carriage. Instead of slicing perfectly through the meat, it pushes it a little bit towards the end and we develop a tail on the end. We can prevent this by rotating the meat every 4 or 5 slices. Simple thing to do, and it'll make sure that your jerky is nice and even all the way through. We slice this between 1/4 and 3/8 inch thick. We're doing this entire process in our Walton's 2000 square inch digital dehydrator. We're not putting it in an oven. We can do that because this dehydrator gets up to 194 degrees, which is hot enough to cook our meat. So after we've sliced everything, we're gonna put it into our Express Marinade Vacuum Tumbler. This is gonna help the meat pick up all of the solution, all of the water, all the seasoning, all of the cure that we're gonna add. As we're running the vacuum cycle, you can see some air bubbles come up from the bottom. This is evidence that it is pulling most of the air out of that tumbler chamber. After we've done that, we're going to have it tumble for 20 to 40 minutes, as long as it takes to get all of the water with the seasoning in it to really pick up. We don't want to see a bunch of loose water at the bottom of the tumbler. If you don't have a tumbler, go ahead and put this in either a lug with just enough water to cover all of your meat after you've mixed the seasoning in, or vacuum seal it. That's the best way to do it. If you have time, a massage to the meat every hour or so really will help it pick up. Or if you don't want to vacuum seal it, you can run it through one of our tenderizers, either the attachment or the standalone. This is going to help break up the fibers a little bit more and just make it easier for this meat to pick up that solution. Because we put it in the marinator, we don't need to wait 12 hours for the cure to activate. We can go directly to our dehydrator or smokehouse if we were using that. Next, we're gonna lay out our jerky on the racks for our dehydrator. We wanna do this evenly and not overcrowd them. We need good airflow going through that the whole time so that everything dries evenly. We're gonna set it to 194 degrees and we're gonna let that run for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, we're gonna pull each rack and turn it around so what was at the back of the unit is now at the front. We're doing this because when we run this at 190 degrees, it will be hotter at the back of the unit than it is in the front. We don't wanna overcook in the back and have a somewhat raw product in the front. So after that 30 minutes, we're gonna lower the temperature all the way down to 130 degrees, and we're gonna let it run in there for at least 5 hours. That tends to be the level of dryness that we like for our jerky, but sometimes meat's a little bit wetter or there was higher humidity in the air, so make sure that you're verifying when you pull it out that it's at your level of dryness. So after everything's done, we're gonna pull it out, put it into a lug or something to let it cool for a few hours before we vacuum seal it. The flavor profile of Bold is a very traditional jerky seasoning, but it's a little bit sweeter with some extra sugar in there and a little bit hotter from the red pepper flakes. All in all, this is going to satisfy anybody who really likes jerky, especially traditional jerky, and you can use beef, you can use any type of wild game. We've even done chicken and other poultry in it, and it turns out absolutely awesome. As always, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and visit waltons.com and meatgistics.com to find everything but the meat. Thanks for watching. I'm John with Waltons, and we'll see you guys next time.
Subscribe to Walton's YouTube channel to check out more meat processing videos. Shop waltons.com to find everything but the meat. Or check out more handpicked videos by clicking here or clicking here.